Good morning and welcome to Monday morning, the 18th of May today. And we've got yesterday's to do. I hope I have enough room on my computer. If you've got the message, I did not have enough. I only had like 10 minutes worth of storage from the sermon on Sunday morning. So I'm sorry about that. I was worried about it because I've been getting a lot of short messages telling me I was didn't have much room to store things anymore. So I'm trying to take care of that with Computer Man. We'll hopefully that comes out good. Anyway, Sunday's devotion was still following Naaman from 2 Kings chapter 5. It's entitled Two Suffering Servants. And then the Monday one, we actually have jumped. So we'll just do this one. Make sure we get it in. Two suffering servants. Now bands of raiders from Aram had gone out and had taken captive a young girl from Israel, and she served Naaman's wife. She said to her mistress, "If only my master would see the prophet who is in Samaria, he would cure him of his leprosy." That's 2 Kings 5, verses 2 and 3. At every point in the Bible, the writers are at pains to stress that God's grace and forgiveness, while free to the recipient, are always costly for the giver. From the earliest parts of the Bible, it was understood that God could not forgive without sacrifice. In this story, too, someone had to bear her suffering with patience and love in order for Naaman to receive his blessing. I'm referring to a character in the narrative who entered and exited so quickly that she's hardly noticed. And yet she was in some ways the most important character in the story. Who was she? The slave girl of Naaman's wife was captured by raiding bands of Syrians. She did not seek revenge. She trusted God to be the judge of all. She forgave him and became the vehicle for his healing and salvation. She trusted God and bore her suffering with patience. This biblical theme that forgiveness always requires a suffering servant finds its climax in Jesus, who fulfills the prophecies of a suffering servant who will come to save the world. And he, closing, references Isaiah 53, where we see in prophecy there in Isaiah's passage all that Jesus would go through for us, for our sins, to pay for our sins, to take the punishment on himself that should have been ours to take. And that is exactly why we love Jesus. Because if he didn't do those things for us, us could bear them if we had to take them on ourselves. And I don't believe we could. I don't believe that we could. I am thinking at this moment of Christians who are being martyred around the world, more so than ever in Nigeria. It's constantly, if you read Voice of the Martyrs, you'll get a painful picture of what many Christians are going through in our world today. They take a stand for Christ knowing that it very well could lead to their martyrdom, but they will not deny Jesus, just as he would not deny us. I'm going to stick with that one right now just because I may run out of storage space. And besides that, we go to a different subject starting on Monday, which will be Tuesday by the time I do it. So, blessings to you today on this Monday. I pray that we all have a good week and we have a good week in promoting Jesus and letting our lives shine for him.